is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader. The Des Moines Media Group station. The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out of Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Nice stormy weather we're having in central Iowa today. Everybody be safe. Boy, the rivers are up. It's good to see some water going on, and just kind of crazy going on. We're having a little technical difficulty as usual here at the station, but we're going to get through it and do the show for you. So I'm excited about that. We got George Lynch lined up to do the show. He's going to be calling in here any second, and then we'll tell you about more stuff going on. Show's brought to you in part by our good friends out. Good morning, Richard. How you doing, buddy? Show's brought to you in part by Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle, Iowa. That's $60 a month, 1 month free when you get paid for a year in advance. 12 by 50 assigned spot. Secure gates, 24/7 access, security cameras, discount for multiple spots. All you got to do is just give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, 515-822-1362, and they'll make an appointment, fill out an application, and you can find your spot. Locally owned and operated, good fine fellow folks over there at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, everybody watching on Facebook Live. All my buddies in Pennsylvania, good luck. It's the Pennsylvania opener today, and we got a lot to talk about here in the next couple hours. So there you go. Hey, yeah, are you gonna get George on? Andrew's talking to somebody or something. We need to get George on the line, and we'll get that going. Weeby Knives is welcome to the show family. Chad and Mark came on this week as a partner, and we're super excited about Weeby Knives. We'll be telling you more about that, plus giving you chances to win some throughout the year. So good luck with that. Let's see. We're going to be talking waterfowl and a little turkey hunting with our buddy George Lynch here in a second. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to have some open line time, and we'll tell you about that. So, all right, let's see. For all my buddies in Pennsylvania, hopefully it's not raining. Boy, it's been raining for a while here in Iowa. I think I got up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it was starting to sprinkle, and
have him call us. It's not working.
Okay. All right. So we're having all sorts of fun on the show today. All right. So let me call George.
And then
let's see.
The phone situation.
We can do this. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for a while. We can get through anything here on the Outdoor Call Radio. I just get to call the guests and have them call in. How about that? Isn't that fun? That's fun, isn't it?
But
keep
saying that is redirected to the AT&T.
George, I need you to call the station for me. We're having some technical difficulty this morning. You got a pen?
I've been trying to get.
I'll text you, and then you just call in, and we'll get you on the show. Okay? All right. Thank you. All right. George is all ready to go. Let me message him. Dear George, call 515-244-1350.
Yeah.
There you go.
The biggest thing here.
We should have George online, and we'll go in and we'll sit there and do that. So that's always a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. Got that. I got that. Okay. Hey, I want to say hi to Roop and everybody. Good morning, Daryl Adams. How you doing there, buddy? Down there in Oklahoma. Want to say hi to my buddy Roop in Pennsylvania. He's out there with the turkey opener, and he's got a couple buddies, Jason and Eric, in the blind with him. He says he's got his Polts with him this morning. So I hope you boys roost a bird in peace this morning. Good morning, Steve Martin. Have a great show, Dan. Well, we're trying, Stephen. We're trying. We got computer issues going on, phone issues, but we're going to get through it. Good morning, Chris DePerna. Chris, I never made a trade I didn't like DePerna out there in Pennsylvania. That's right. He's got that going on. I gave George the number. Is he calling?
Yeah.
All right. George, I texted George. All right. Oh, George. Let me do this one more time. Oh, George.
Here you
All right, there we go. I got
go.
George calling in now. So we're going to be good. So, hey, did you have a good week? We got a couple more. We got a week and a day in Iowa left for our turkey season. I think May 12th is the end of ours. So we got that going on. All right, I think we got it. Let's head on over to the phones and talk to the number one guide at Triple H Outfitters for the turkey season, George Lynch, everybody. Hi, George.
Hey, Dan, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How's it feel to be number one out there in Kansas?
I don't know if I'm number one. I'm still pushing against Kent. I mean, he's tough. He's tough to beat.
Who's that?
Kent.
I never heard of her.
I tell you what, I was out scouting turkeys this morning. The rain started coming, so I was hauling back. And I was going to do the interview from the field, but the rain was. We were just starting to get pounded with rain, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it woke me up a couple times last night. I don't know what the deal is with. I tell you what, the rivers are full. I mean, I driving into the station this morning, Des Moines River's all full, and lakes and stuff should be looking good. So we needed the rain or the moisture, but I could go 4 or 5 days with some sunny.
I tell you what, I'm very happy down here living on the lake. I think the lake people are happy, but the lake was so down, and of course our pond is starting to fill, so we can start stocking it with fish. And like you said, I'm happy to see all the creeks and rivers and are full, and that's we are truly blessed. Everything is green here, and of course, as you know, it's out in Kansas there where Triple H is. It's just they are desperate for rain.
Yeah,
it's very dry.
Yeah, morning, Scotty, down there in Oklahoma. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you. So, George, what are they doing down there in southern Iowa, turkeys? I mean, everything's greening up and stuff. Are they staying in the woods? Are they coming out on the fields? What are they doing?
They're staying in the fields. Or, excuse me, staying in the woods.
Yeah.
I've not seen too much. What little bit of growth have been driving around, but I'm trying to get up in the morning, and, the weather hasn't been conducive to going around. And usually what I'll go is I'll have my areas that I check. And usually I only get 2 to maybe 3 farms, but usually just a couple farms. And I like to hear where they're roosting.
Yeah.
And, of course, we got so much cover here, it's hard to put them to, some people call putting them to sleep at night. But in the morning I can go and I'll just take a cup of coffee and I'll get out and pretty much in the area I can cover, separate the north side or south side of the road, you can cover both. But I'm listening for gobbles. I'm listening where they're roosting. And I've missed a lot, 4 weeks of being in Kansas. I don't know if they're with hens or what's going on. I think that they probably should be separated from the hens by now, I would think.
I would think, they've been nesting for a week or so now, if not more. So, it's hard to say. I don't know, buddy. It's going to be good. With everything going on with the waterfowl stuff, I've been seeing some stuff on the national level. People are changing up, trying to see about making the seasons earlier. They're trying to get the federal guys to change some of the flyway dates and stuff like that. What are you hearing for scuttlebutt in the waterfowl circles?
Well, we just did, Diane and I just did a great podcast interview with Doug Osborne, who's the head waterfowl biologist at the University of Arkansas. Doug is, they have the Five Oaks plantation that they do a lot of their study down there. And so I've always talked to him because he knows what's going on a national or the federal level, like you said. But COVID, one of the things that COVID really hurt more than just our economy and everything else. It actually, 2 years put us behind in study because there was no studying being done during the COVID. So they were having to go back and, it's like starting off new again in the studies. But pretty much that duck population is currently down 40%.
Wow.
And and there's...
Why is waterfowl down 40%, did they say?
Yes, and that's the great $69 million question. That there's several things that pertain to that. And, one thing is that they're flying later, and that the warmer climates is changing the later flight patterns and stuff like that. But also they're finding because of this warming pattern. It's kind of imprinting on the birds. So when the cold comes, that they're not migrating. And they're starting to find dead ducks, up in the northern regions that just didn't flee the weather. So it's several things, and plus with the drought has just destroyed the nesting habitat for the ducks. So you have several factors that's come in that has really been tough. And that's one of the things I asked Doug. I said, well, please don't shorten our season. That'd be the worst thing, and absolutely, that's one of the things. A lot of the guys who are making the decisions and on our duck populations and the hunting seasons are hunters themselves.
Yeah.
And they know that we don't want less time out in the field. And what my understanding through this podcast, you'll understand, but I think that they're looking at more of reducing the limit than reducing the days, which I would be all for. I don't have to, go out and kill 4 mallards every time and 2 hens. And I think maybe shorten it down to maybe 3 ducks and only 1 hen instead of 2 hens. And at least make that effort, and then see in a couple of years, what that does. So.
Is it there's no water? There's no shortage on geese though. Geese are still doing all right, right?
Well, even the goose itself is down a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. And then the snow geese. And I remembered I asked that question I was talking about. Well, the snow geese. It's watching. If you watch the social media and some of the forums and stuff, guys are talking about that up in the Dakotas and stuff. After the migration had flew south and was heading back or heading to the south, that there's geese that were staying in some of the water areas that were acting lethargic and is that the he called it AI, but it's
avian flu?
Yeah, it's the bird flu. The goose is more receptive to that avian flu than what ducks are. It's kind of crazy.
Huh. Well, I see way more geese than I do ducks. You know what I've been seeing in the Des Moines area? Going back over like towards the archery shop and stuff, I've been seeing a lot of loons this year, and I don't think I've ever seen as many loons as I have. So I don't know. Maybe the migration's all kind of messed up, but I saw 2 or 3 loons. They should all be up north by now, and they're still hanging around Des Moines. So kind of weird.
It is weird. It's just, and I think, of course, we're living in weird times.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, and no, I'm talking about loons, the bird, not people. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a few loonies that are in our administration. We won't go there, but no, it's the weather itself. I mean, it's changed everything. I mean, the warbird path. I remember back, in my 20s and late 20s, probably when guiding waterfowl. And, the Mecca was down in southern Illinois for Canada goose.
Yeah.
The geese. And when I was a kid, when living in Michigan, southern Michigan, when we saw geese, Canada geese, it was, high flying in the fall, migrating south. And the Kellogg, the cereal company, had a big lake that they started our first local goose population. And because the geese stayed there, that's what created the Michigan's goose population, was from that. And then, of course, it built on it. But now, everything was migrating down to southern Illinois because everything was freezing up. And now that you have, especially with the drought, you got open water systems. And if there's any open water, a duck or a goose isn't going to fly unless they ultimately have to. And that's, number one is, they can't get to food. If there's so much snow that they can't get to food. Number 2, there's no water.
Yeah.
If they can't get to water. So.
You know what goes good with a nice waterfowl dinner, don't you?
What's that?
Nice little sipping glass of bourbon afterwards.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah, you got Revelton's got their bourbon coming out here pretty quick. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Are you teasing me, Dan?
I'm not teasing you. I think Hank told me they got something special coming down the line. I've been trying to get a hold of Rob and the guys. I think Rob's on here right now. Rob, is that May 18th? I saw a post or something the other day, but I think the bourbon stuff's going to be popping out. The rye came out last year, and that was phenomenal. So I bought several bottles, and I'm a casual. I'll have like one here and there, and I love whiskey sours. May 18th, only at the distillery. Rob just chimed in. So there you go. The first release of the bourbon down at
That's
Revelton.
awesome.
Yeah.
If you
So,
need a sample test, though, let me know. I'm a sipper. I'm like you. I'm a sipper.
yeah. Well, it's good. The rye is phenomenal. If you like rye, I would encourage you to go try it. But I went down there when they released the rye, and I bought 2 bottles. I think we can only get 2, and I went back and got another one. But yeah, that's good stuff, man. So the bourbon, I'll have to get down there. Thank you, Rob. I'll have to get down there. Good morning, Pete. Pete, the Donut Man Ariotti. Have you met Pete, George?
I have not met Pete.
Yeah, there you go. Morning, Paula. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate that. So May 18th, if you're a whiskey fan, I would get down there and check out some homemade Iowa brew down there at Revelton Distillery, and they're proud partners of the Outdoor Call Radio Network. We're very proud and honored to have them on there. So that's good. I love a good whiskey sour, man. And their mulberry gin and their vodka is really good too, George.
That's one thing that was kind of neat down there in Kansas. That every night when we'd sit there and have successful hunters, that we'd all just have a shot of bourbon and a celebration to drink. And it's just something about friends and sipping on a bourbon always kind of reflects on success.
Yeah, we call that a Revelton moment whenever we do a little success toast. Yep. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. And that honey whiskey down there, that's really good for like old fashions and stuff if you like those. George?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there you go. Hey, real quickly, we're getting into you and I have been talking about maybe turkey hunting. I had to go to I'll call you later, but if my leg's not getting any better by Monday or Tuesday, I'm probably going to have to call Iowa season. So you're going to have to get out there without me if it ain't getting any better. But I'm probably 2 weeks behind. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm still hobbling.
What did you do to your leg?
Well, I don't know. Remember when we were in Kansas and you said, "What you gimping for?" Don't you remember? Because we went and took Josh and Grant to do those pictures. We went on that scenic tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said, well, "Are you hobbling?" And I said, "Yeah." And I don't know what I did. I just I don't know, my Achilles tendon in my left foot. It just started hurting, and it just I for some reason I finally bought a tendon brace for it. I went on Amazon and did a little self-diagnosing. I'm going, I probably got tendonitis in my Achilles tendon. So, and it takes you forever to get into the VA. So I got back home, and I just been taking Advil and trying to take it easy. But I finally got to go see my doctor, Dr. Fiedler, and he goes, "You didn't tear it. That's the good news." He goes, "Dan, you're 60. It's going to take you longer to bounce back." So he goes, "Just keep doing what you're doing," and so I'm still hobbling, but yeah, I popped my calf muscle the other day going down some steps, George. It's getting ugly, buddy.
Man,
you know.
You gotta tell your wife not to be so harsh on you.
Now, see, Jenny only beats me like twice a year, so it's not too bad.
Well, you're not due for the second beating yet.
Yeah. Well, no, and I'm 60 now, so she I don't think she'll do it anymore because she can get in trouble for senior abuse now.
First thing you learn in marriage, when she says shut up, don't stand up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Diane's mother told me I only need to know 2 words. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear?
Yes, dear.
Walleye tournament on Big Creek on the 18th, so I will be needing you to grab some for me. Richard said, "Grab me some Revelton, Dan, please." Yeah, there you go, Richard. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're gonna have to just drive down to Revelton and do it yourself. They get Georgia. I was down there when they had that rye whiskey opening. You should have seen the line, man. The line, it was a huge line. I mean, they were signing bottles, and it was a big event.
This is right in downtown Des Moines?
It's in downtown Osceola.
Osceola?
Well, it's not downtown. It's it's instead of going to the casino or the West Lake you make a right off the highway. You make a left, and the distillery's right off the highway, off 30.
I know where they're at.
Yeah, yeah, they got a great place, man. Great place to go and just hang out and relax, and it's a beautiful distillery. Rob and Christy really did a great job on that place.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Hey, you're speaking about Josh and Grant. Those guys, the pure whitetail guys, they were pretty impressive when they came down there with their bows. I mean, Josh got there, and I took him out in the evening. I mean, they drove at all those hours, and they got there, put him in, wax a turkey. Next thing you know, they take Grant out in the morning. Those guys are done. I mean, boom, boom. Probably didn't have 2 to 3 hours for both of them with their 2 birds with shooting a bow.
Oh, no.
Impressive.
Yeah, no, Josh and Grant, they get after it, man. They've been doing good. George, hang on. I got to take a real quick break. I'll be right back with George Lynch from Legendary Gear right here on 1350 ESPN. Hey, I can get my own walleye, Richard. We just need to go fishing, buddy. I'm sure they're going to have a 2-bottle limit when you get down there, but we'll see. There's going to be time for you to get some. But yeah, people have been waiting that for a couple of years. Well, that's been aging in those barrels, man. So there's a lot of folks waiting on that. That's for sure.
Mark and his staff are trained on all the latest tuning.
Did you get back in the computer?
Techniques and our experts at
what did he call you back?
Yeah, he texted me, so I have no idea what's going on. I can't get in. The other guy can't get in.
Oh, they tried getting in remotely? So the computer's not stuck. Okay.
So I'm just going to play random songs that they have on here, like Cheeseburger and Paradise.
Yeah, but then we can't do that because it messes up the stream.
That's,
open Tuesday through Sunday with leagues during the week. For more
Are you-
information,
I
go
mean,
to archeryfield.com
just come back.
What if we
or
do
call
just
515-265-6500.
20 seconds of it, does that?
They flag it.
Veins are very important to your
Okay.
arrow flight.
Even though we
and
have
for
licenses
consistent
and
grouping.
everything, they
Flex
flag it.
Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows
unless
for
I
over
use my
50
phone and put it
years.
up to the mic,
Silent
I
night
don't
veins
have
are
anything
30%
Just do the
thinner
original
with a
one.
much greater taper than veins out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex Fletch veins also have the capability of reshaping.
What's going on, everybody? Good Saturday morning.
Shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex Fletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, Flex Fletch has the vein for you. To see these great veins and adhesives like Zing or Flex Bond to get a great seal on your
hold your
arrow
phone
when you
up.
fletch, go to your local dealer
I
or
can do that if you want.
flexfletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made
Which
in
song
the
do you want?
USA, based out of Minnesota.
Cub game is this coming Friday, Richard, May 10th.
Is it time to get your carpet looking like it did when you first moved
Friday
in?
night,
Or
7
are
o'clock.
there some water issues that need to
I
be
think
taken
gates
care
open
of
at
in
6.
your
I'll tell you
home?
about it here in a minute.
Well, if you call Jesse at Richard Remediation and Cleaning in Ankeny, Iowa, Jesse has been helping folks get their carpets, upholstery, tile, and grout looking great again since he learned from his father on how to take care of customers. Richard Remediation and Cleaning can handle any size job, from a single home to multi-unit apartments or offices.
Love it
They
when we
offer
can't get in the
first responders and
computers.
military discounts every day. So if you need help at home or work getting things back to normal, or cleaning up after the pet when they make a mistake, pick up the phone and call 319-400-6921. That's 319-400-6921. Or look them
What
up
you
online
doing, Rube?
at Richard Remediation
You guys
and Cleaning.
doing any good in
One call
Pennsylvania?
cleans it
Hopefully
all.
they got some
Look them
turkeys
up on
gobbling at them.
Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning.
Pennsylvania
Or call
opens late, and so New York is even later. I think New York is a couple days away before their opener, too.
You know the importance of keeping your bait fresh, alive, and
That's some
handy.
late seasons.
Let's talk about a bait system
I got
that
some
helps
country
folks
music on my
catch
phone for
more
you.
fish.
Is it
And
Artlist?
It's made in Minnesota where they
I
go
can't get
fishing.
into.
The
Oh,
Bait
we don't have
Caddy is an
Artlist
amazing
account.
bait
Well, you can't
system
play
that you
anything
can
that's
use for
regular
open
music.
water
It's
fishing
just
or ice
instrumental. It
fishing.
has no.
That keeps your minnows, leeches, shiners,
no,
and bait fresh while you
Okay.
fish. The
no
Bait
engine
Caddy
to
has a
it.
clear UV
It's just
resistant
gonna.
housing that lets you see
I
your
don't know
bait
how
at
it's gonna
all
sound because I've
times.
never run
Its
into.
large lid allows easy access
You
to your
kept all
bait
them sound
and keeps it
files from
handy and
Artlist, didn't
flush
you?
Yeah,
in 8
they're
to
on
10
here
inch
though.
ice holes. No loose parts,
You
it's self-filling,
you got them
then
at
it
home on your
floats.
computer?
Plus, it's made not to crack, warp, or fade.
Yeah, I just don't
Bait
know
Caddy
how
will
we're
fit in
gonna.
your life well
Do me a
or
favor
troll
and
easy alongside
put a
your boat.
Dropbox together
Made
and
in
put
the
all that
USA.
into a
The Bait
Dropbox
Caddy
folder
has a
for me.
lifetime
Yeah.
warranty and
And
will
then
be a
I'll
bait
make sure
system
I'll
your
make
friends
copies.
will want. For more information, please go online to
Morning, Brent.
www.baitcaddy.com. The Bait Caddy, easy access to your bait, made in Minnesota and keeps your bait fresh all day.
All right, last one.
Grant says he's been seeing pheasants out on the gravel after the rains left. Yeah, they're trying to get dry. I don't blame them. Scotty said he's playing the Outdoor Call radio show for his garage sale. Thank you, Scott. Oklahoma garage sale at the Muellers. Go check it out and listen to the Outdoor Call radio show. How about that? That's awesome.
Ice fishing in sub-zero weather. Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear, trusted by millions of customers at most major and family-owned
We still having
retailers.
problems calling out.
For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move. This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We're visiting with George Lynch from Legendary Gear, talking a little waterfowl and other fun stuff this morning. Hope everyone's staying dry and safe with all the weather we got going on. And I'm trying to watch Andrew manipulate the phones here. Here, call that and see if we can get him on here a little bit. George, so anyway, are you going out this weekend to try and get your bird?
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna go out this morning. I saw the weather report, but to be honest with you, I won't go out until I know I got one pinned down. When I go out in the morning, I'm gonna kill a gobbler. That's my thinking, and I'm not one of those guys that's gonna go out and man, I hope I see something. So. I'll get one pinned down here this weekend, and if I get one pinned today or tomorrow, it'll probably be Monday morning. I'll probably tip a toenail on a nice gobbler.
There you go. We're going to have to do next year. We're just going to have to get together first season, opening weekend or whatever, or opening day or whatever that is, and get a show done early. That way, we're not towards the end of the year or end of the season, and hopefully, I'm not gimping around next year. So we'll have to do that. Because I want to get a show done with you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's all right. Well, I mean, hey, Legendary Gear, you back to tuning calls? Diane got you back at the tuning table? I mean, I know you got a lot of waterfowl stuff coming up this year. So.
Oh, yes. We're back there. We just got some new wood calls in, some bird's eye maple that just came out just gorgeous. That the shipment came when I was gone, so. Yeah, I'm putting them together, and she's engraving, and we're going to be doing some online videos. I'm going to be doing some running of the calls and showing the new product. So that's exciting. There's never a dull moment. You know that.
Well, no. I just need you to get some podcasts done.
We did that. We're working on that, too. We're getting some good people on, so I'm trying to obtain great information. That's what I need for our listeners out there. It's all about education. Entertainment is good, but when I'm doing a podcast, I always like to educate.
Yeah, Wednesdays on the Outdoor Call Radio app. Every Wednesday, George is the anchor show, so you get to hear him first. So that's exciting. Well, I tell you what, I got to run up to Minnesota on Monday, and I'll get a hold of you Tuesday or Wednesday and let you know if I'm better. But if I'm still gimping, we'll probably. And I just ordered a brand new decoy too. I ordered a Dave Smith white face Jake decoy. That white face on a turkey decoy, folks. If you don't know why they have different colors, that white face. Represents when a tom finds a receptive hen. They change that. Their colors change in their face and their gosh darn it! I just lost the wattles. And they got that big glob of stuff that changes colors. That's their wattles. They when they get white, that means that they're ready to breed a hen. And I think I'm gonna go with a single hen and that gobbler, that Jake Strutter with that white face. Maybe I can get a mature tom. If they see that, maybe I can get them to run in, George.
You might, Dan. You just might.
Yeah.
You can get a little sexy talking with that your call there at the same time. Kind of fool a little bit more of the senses.
Yeah.
Talk a little sexy to them. I would like to make a comment to your listeners out there, Dan. I need to pass this on. We had some people staying here at Diane's little Airbnb during the first turkey season. Out of Missouri, but one of the gentlemen, because we have a lot of state land around here, he was talking about an incident that morning. He was hunting off on state land, and sitting back up, and there was a creek bottom there, but he had his decoy. And he actually took some great footage, a little video he gave me of a hen strutting around the decoy.
Yeah.
So he kept trying to call, and of course he had the natural hen there calling, and there was a great big ditch that was out in front of him. He looks out, and he can see this fan that's just above the ditch, moving from right there to right to left.
Yeah.
And so he's getting his gun slowly up, and he figures, wow, this looks like a gobbler strutting. And then it turns towards him, and as he's looking down his gun barrel, he sees the first thing he sees coming over the hill is a bill of a cat.
Yeah, somebody fanning on public ground.
Yep, and he was had his gun pointing at him, and first thing he yelled is, "Don't shoot!" And it could have gone disaster. I'm looking at turkey in the yard right now, but it could have went disaster quick.
Yeah, if you're hunting public ground, folks, you can't be out there running around fanning and stuff. You got to remember, every hunter safety course in the country teaches you should be, before you start calling and you're set up with decoys, you should have your back against a tree wider than your shoulders, because that way if someone comes in behind you or whatever, you're not going to get shot. And if you're out there fanning, you should not be, if there's turkeys and you're calling and you're trying to go back, you shouldn't be moving around with a fan in your hand, because that's the quickest way for you to get hurt or killed. Don't do that. Every hunter safety class or instructor out there in the world would never tell you to do that.
It could have went south real quick.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why they always say identify your target and what's beyond your target. And yeah, but thanks for bringing that up, George. That's a very good point.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have a blessed weekend, Dan, and I hope to hear from you Monday.
No, I'll call you. I'll get a hold of you. Patrick O'Connor, good morning. Hoyt, good morning. George, if someone wants to get themselves a really, really nice waterfowl call, like a duck call or a goose call, like the mega quacker.
Mega quacker. Yeah.
I want 2% royalties if you ever use that name now. The mega quacker.
Well, they can go to legendarygearusa.com.
Yeah.
My cell number's on there, but you can call 603-558-0359. Get yours truly, and we'll set you up.
Yeah, there you go. All right, buddy. You guys, be safe and good luck today. If you go, tell Diane I said hi, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for talking some waterfowl with me this morning.
You bet, buddy. God bless.
You too. See you. There he goes, George Lynch, everybody. My buddy down there in Rathman. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Hoyt. Good to see you. Good morning, Jake. Jake from State Farm. All right, let me take another quick break. I'll be right back. We got some stuff to do. I got to announce the secret listener of the week. I got fishing reports. First time ever on the show, the folks at Grizzly sent me this really nice gear bag. This is going to be our trivia prize today. Look at that. Isn't that sharp? Woo! So that's going to be later next hour. We'll give that away. We got a lot more to do. And I'm going to try and get a hold of Mr. Rob at Revelton. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons.
Huh?
You see his straight line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see.
Call Rob first before you do anything else and see if he's.
Pure Whitetail has some
Yeah.
of the best deer sense.
Guests are the number one thing.
Straight lines
Oh, I
and
get
low
you.
box scrapes that will help
I
you
get
see
you.
more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few. Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes.
Got a ring.
Try the White Lightning
Local.
Estrus scent.
Huh?
It's a proven scent that bucks
Now,
can't
why would that
resist.
work and the other
Pure
one wouldn't?
Whitetail is
Longer
modern
distance.
scents. It's a community of hunters.
Oh,
that are
different
family.
area code?
Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Let's talk about a story. An Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola,
again.
Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers'
I gotta redo
descriptions
that
of how
commercial.
unique each bottle looks and how
Yeah.
each spirit
Yeah,
tastes
I gotta put the rye and the
satisfies
bourbon in
with
there.
every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream,
All right, so
or the
another
robust
potato here.
mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton
Got in,
Distilling
huh?
visitors can't
Not to
believe
mine,
the flavor
but
profiles the
I'm-
mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please Check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton.
What's everybody doing this morning?
Archer, you know how important the feel and performance of a bow
Hopefully
is.
the rain's gone by
To
now.
send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to gearhead. Gearhead bows are made
looks like
in the
we're almost
USA
out of it.
and feature models that are compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand or the ground blind. If you're a saddle hunter, Gearhead is definitely a bow you need to
He
check
hates
out.
the rain, Brant.
Gearhead bows are engineered to be ahead of the
He's a
game
big
on the
baby when
newest
it comes
tech
to
available
storms,
out
man.
there.
He don't
Gearhead
like
shoots
storms.
100% customer satisfaction every day. They are constantly.
You got up the other night when we had those storms at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and
So when you're looking
I had to
for
get him in his kennel and
head over to your nearest
give him a
dealer,
piece
like
of,
Archery Field and
give him a
Sports
treat.
in
And
Altoona, Iowa, or go online to www.gearheadarchery.com.
that's a 100-pound storm-hating labby right there.
Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and Sports in
Open
Altoona.
that door, will you, bud? It's hot in here.
Hey guys, Outdoors Dan here. Do you have a message that you need help getting out, or do you need help promoting your business?
Turkey down in Pennsylvania. Turkey down in Pennsylvania.
We'll do the promotion while you're out driving around town. If you haven't, let's talk a little bit about Chase Decals in Ames, Iowa, and what they can do for you. I just got my truck wrapped up at Chase Decals in Ames, and they did an amazing job. Josh, Bob, and the staff took the time to find out exactly what my needs were, what my goals
Still
were
can't
going
get
to be.
in.
No, I
went
do.
to
I
work
don't
designing a
have
wrap that
my
just
music.
pops
That's in
off
my
my
account.
ZR7. Now,
So
wherever I go,
got
folks will be
Kira
talking
giving
about the
her
Outdoor Call Radio
information.
Network.
I got you.
If you need help getting your message out or showing people what exactly your business does, I want you to pick up the phone and call Josh.
There you go, Richard.
515-292-6466. That's 515-292-6466.
At least we have something.
Or go online to chasedecals.com and start planning your campaign today.
Our dogs are part of the family, and we want to protect them at all times.
Rob didn't answer.
Do you live in an area that you want to keep open and not have a traditional fence to protect your pet? No worries. Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Fultra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years.
Just said, was Rob available? I go, go ahead and get him pick up. But, and you must have heard that conversation, because here we are.
Out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your property open and easy to maintain. Plus, with a friendly user app on your phone.
What great timing. Ian just wanted to do this famous ambush call and wanted to see if you would jump on for a few minutes.
For more information on how to protect your buddy,
Perfect. We are just about 15 seconds away, so I'll get this rolling here, and then we'll just intro the show a little bit. And then
What's up, Luke? May the 4th be with you.
Perfect.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350.
Pete, I don't think I'm going to be, I don't know, man. My left leg's still bugging me, buddy. I'll have to figure it out. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the USA. May the 4th be with you. Speaking of something that's out of this world, let's go down to Revelton and talk to our buddy Rob Taylor. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good, Dan. How are you?
You know, I'm starting to think you like fell off the face of the earth or something, because I've been trying to call you to check in and see how you're doing. It's like, Hank, where's he at? Is he in Asia? I mean, what's going on?
No, I've been going back and forth to Washington, D.C. a few times. And,
why?
Because.
Why not, Dan? Why not?
You stay out of Washington, D.C., Rob. I don't want nothing happening to you.
No, nothing's going to happen to me, buddy. I'm grounded and centered in Osceola, Iowa, making some damn fine bourbon.
Well, there you go. All right.
That's true.
I don't want you out there with them Looney Tunes. That's all I'm saying. So, hey, what, now, so we had the big rye thing last year, right? I made it down for the lines were out the door. I mean, people were excited. You and Christy were getting carpal tunnel from autographing bottles. I mean, it was just crazy. And now the bourbon's ready finally, huh?
It is. So what makes our bourbon very unique is it's been made all from Iowa corn and Iowa rye. So we didn't source our whiskey from another distillery or another source.
which is legal, by the way. We made all of ours from scratch, and I brought our tasting board together last week, and I picked 6 barrels that I thought were ready, and they agreed with me out of 4 of the 6 barrels. And on Saturday, May 18th, we're going to release our first bourbon release at the distillery. The doors will open at 10 a.m. And I would expect I hope it's a repeat of the rye release last year where we had 100 people lined up at the door waiting to get in.
Oh, I was there. It was crazy. I mean, it was awesome. Everybody was so excited, and it was just neat to see. I mean, you guys have put so much work. I can remember when you and I first started talking about, you guys were going to start doing this project and then building the distillery. I mean, it was. You need to go back if you ever get a chance. There's a really nice documentary you can pull up on YouTube and check it out. But yeah, I mean, you guys just everything from start to finish has been top notch, and I'm so happy and excited for you guys. And I think I'm going to be in Pennsylvania on the 18th, so I'm gonna miss this one. But I need you to hide 2 bottles for me.
We will, and actually we've changed the limit this year. So because we're releasing 4 barrels, we've upped the limit limiting it to 4 bottles per person that day. So.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I would have bought 4 if I could have. That rye is amazing. I'm telling you, it's good.
You.
Hey, I got to tell. In August, when we get through the summer and stuff, we're going to start promoting that Whiskeys and Whitetails event we're going to be doing down there with Jordan Rowe, country music artist Jordan Rowe. Larry, I talked to Larry the other day. Jordan released his national tour schedule, and everything's worked out great. So Jordan's going to be down at Revelton in October, and it's going to be
great.
Yeah. So Larry and you and Hank or whoever, or Hank and Larry, we need to find out how many people or if we're going to have it inside or outside. But this is going to be a big deal, folks. This is going to be as good as when we had Craig Morgan here. Craig came up and did a concert for me 20 years ago. And we did it over at Stony Creek Inn. It was a very intimate acoustic concert. And I still get people talking about that. Rob, this is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, Dan. And, I mean, you've just been an outstanding partner for us. And I'm so sorry it's been so hard to get a hold of you recently. It's just literally...
Well, no, you don't ever have to apologize. I know how busy you are. I mean, you're up in Canada all the time. I saw Revelton at Costco the other day.
Revelton is at Costco.
Yeah.
Costco, Hy-Vee, Fairway. We're actually in over 500 restaurants and bars now.
Yeah.
All over Iowa, Nebraska, and Missouri. So it's been very humbling to be a part of it, and it's the best job I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, no, well, I knew you were in Hy-Vee and Fairway, but I didn't know about Costco until I popped around. I go, well, that's Revel. They got them in there now. So, but I tell you what, everything, the gin, you've been actually called the best gin in America, and that's by people that are gin snobs. So
that's not me, brother. That's my wife, Christy. Christy is the one that does all of our gin. I'm Hank and myself and Stacy. We're the brown spirit distillers, so we make all the whiskey. Christy makes all the gin.
Well, I know that. I was just saying, you guys are putting some quality stuff out there for somebody as persnickety as I don't know if you want me to say the name, but they're very well known in the culinary circles in Des Moines. For them to say that that's the best gin in the country, that's a heck of a compliment, Rob.
Well, thank you. And that particular individual owns a number of restaurants in Des Moines and has an incredible taste palette. So we were just super blessed by that comment. And we just another quickie. We just entered the Denver Spirits Awards in Denver, Colorado, where we competed against about 350 other distilleries all over the world. And our whiskey and cream liqueur, or what you would normally know as bourbon cream, got gold at that competition. So, we were competing against people like Blanton's and Buffalo Trace and some of the big guys, and we walked out of there with the gold. So, felt really good about that.
Yeah, if you like mudslides, you got to get that. That stuff's good for a whole bunch of different drinks. So that's a winner right there. Well, I'm excited for the bourbon for one thing. I'm going to cook with it too. I love putting bourbon on my ribs, and when I'm grilling or smoking, that is such a good flavor profile. I'm excited about that, Rob.
Thanks. We've done a few things with the Iowa Culinary Institute up at DMAC with some of our stuff, and they were actually marinating short ribs in our honey whiskey, and oh my goodness, did it come out incredibly good.
I can imagine. Yeah, I was talking to Speed about you from Cookie's Barbecue Sauce. I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago. And when we do the Respect the Game filming and stuff, we're gonna put a little Revelton in it this year. So we're kind of working on concocting some unique flavors. That's for sure.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we're gonna do a stir fry too, so that's gonna be good too. All right, listen, I know you're busy. I just saw you. Thank you for watching the show, first of all. I always get excited when you pop on the live feed there.
Well, yeah, Hank's a chronic viewer, and he's on almost every time that you're on. And I've just been traveling so much and been doing a lot of different things that I can't watch you as often. But I hopped on this morning, saw you were there, and thought, what the heck? I'm going to say hey, and thanks for having me on.
Well, I'm glad you did. I just makes me feel better. So, hey, you guys are still the official spirits of the Unknown File show on Wednesday nights. We'll start doing that again live in June. So, we got people asking all over the country watching that show, asking what Revelton is. So that's always fun to explain.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Whoever knew a Ghost and Bigfoot show would go coast to coast?
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's been such a great show to listen to as well.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go that far, Rob.
Oh, it's good. If it wasn't good, I'd tell you.
No, I appreciate that. All right, buddy. Please tell Christy hi, and good luck on the release on the 18th. I'll make sure I tell everybody about that for the next week or two. And if you need anything, let me know, and I'll see you when I get back from Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Dan. Tell everybody hello.
You just did, Rob. Thanks, buddy.
Later.
There he goes, Rob Taylor, everybody. Really fine fella right there. I just really love those guys. They're good people. Hello to yourself and Andrew from Eric, Jason, and Roop. Eric shot a really good one. I already said that, Roop. Boy, I tell you. You think he's just wanting me to double plug, or you think he has short timers?
Well, if anyone deserves a double plug, it would be him.
Well, Eric got a 10, shot a good one, 10.5, shot a good one. Number, it says 10 something. 1.5 spurs, true limb hanger. Eric, congratulations. 10, I don't know what that 10 means, though. 10 gauge? I don't know.
I'm gonna assume so, but...
Yeah. Good morning, Chris. Hard to say. Hey, I'm late for a break again, aren't I?
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. What's the 10, Rube?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you like to go fishing, or have you ever been back trolling? Back trolling is still one of the best methods of boat control while rigging.
10-inch beard. Gotcha. Thank you.
Wave Whackers has been the choice for anglers on all sorts of boats to help keep wakes and water.
Everybody's going 10-inch beard. I have a gift for you to wear when you kick up the Unknown File show again. A really nice Bigfoot bail cap. There you go, buddy. I'll start doing the show again after turkey season. So in June we'll start doing it live. I got Dr. Jeff Meldrum booked, and if you like Bigfoot, you're gonna know who that is. He's a real scientist, a real biologist at Idaho State University, and he's a footprint expert, and that's gonna be a good show. I've been trying to get him on for 2 years.
Pick up the phone and give Mike a call. You're gonna love your Wave Whackers, and they're gonna help keep you dry.
Man, I wish my knee and my
Heading to your favorite
leg
outdoor
would
spot. Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task?
really want to get out in Iowa one more time, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own.
Scott Revelton is down in Osceola, Iowa. They're right off the highway. You can't miss them. Go check them out. You'll love it. Really nice place.
Axes, and even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp Knife Knife and Tool Sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts.
Their Mulberry Gin's good. Their gin, their vodka, the rye whiskey's good. The honey whiskey's good. Everything's good there.
Customer service is always a call away. So if you love the outdoors,
you like mudslides? You ever had a mudslide?
Yeah, I'm okay. I like those.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I do like whiskey sours.
Whiskey sour, I think, is my favorite drink.
The best way to do it, though.
Old fashioned's good. I like an old fashioned.
Heading out on your morning hunt well before sunrise.
I'm not putting an egg white in my whiskey sour.
It's creamy and it's just,
Would it be
I
nice to know
just
exactly
want my
where your
little
standard
cherry.
wine location is
That's the
without
best
letting
ever.
anyone
Yeah,
know
no
where
thank
you're
you.
at walking in? Have you
Somebody
ever
else
heard of
has told me
Onyx?
about. I think we talked
Onyx is
about that
one
on
of
the
the
air
most
one time.
important pieces of hunting
Yeah.
gear that you can use. and
I
always
advise
have
everyone
with
and
you.
anyone to give it a
The
try.
Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to get from your truck to your hunting spots, it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt
Forest
app
Service,
is also a great way to see
Bigfoot
your
right there.
property and know where you stand.
Look at that. Richard got
Onyx
me
is
a
mobile
Forest
app that you
Service
can
hat.
take
Sasquatch
anywhere. It's
Department.
recognized by game wardens all around
Thanks,
the country.
buddy. Good morning, Hank. I just talked to the boss.
So, if you want to always know where you are and have the ability to save information,
I always feel better after I talk to Rob. Rob always makes me feel better. Good guy.
App Store today.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure.
I don't know if you were listening or not, Hank, but Jordan Rowe released his schedule, so we're good to go for the Whiskeys and Whitetail event in October at Revelton. You and Larry, make sure you and Larry are talking, okay? Jordan said he's looking forward to it. That's going to be neat. You coming down for that? Huh? You gonna go down to Revelton for that?
Oh, I sure am.
That's going to be a big deal.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss it.
Jordan's a heck of a singer.
I want to do that.
No egg white. I agree with you, Pete. Where's our donuts, Pete? Boy, a bourbon donut. That sounds good. Hey, bourbon donut? Like a bourbon glaze?
Yeah.
Ooh. That'd be good.
Mike, and I'm Scotty.
Count me in for that one.
In the Midwest Walleye Show.
I love that.
Bourbon on ribs is awesome. You take your cookies, barbecue sauce, the Western. You take a little bit of Revelton sells great honey too. We didn't talk about that, but they do because they've got their own hives for the honey whiskey. They raise their own honey, and it comes in a little jar. It's awesome. But you take a little bourbon and some honey and glaze it on your ribs when you're smoking them, or you got them on the grill. Oh, that's lip smacking, baby. That's so good. Your tummy will thank you for a year, man. And boy, the bark on the ribs with that bourbon honey glaze. Woo! I made some good ribs the other day.
I can do some ribs again.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines.
Bourbon, maple, long johns with bacon. That's what I was thinking, Scotty. That sounds good. Bourbon mixed with a glass is awful tasty, Brant says. There you go, Brant. Well, get down to Revelton, buddy. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Our number one's almost up. We're going to be giving away this Grizzly gear bag now here in a few minutes, so we're doing that. I got stuff to do here. Turkey season runs through May 12th in Iowa. Walleye season opens up today. How about that on the Iowa Great Lakes? 148th walleye season officially is open. Over on Spirit, East, and West Okoboji Lakes, walleye sampling this spring shows a very robust and healthy population. According to Mike Hawkins, our fishery biologist for the Iowa DNR, it's going to run through February 14th each year on Spirit Lake, Okoboji, West Okoboji, East Okoboji. The protected slot limit on walleyes is 19 to 25 inches, with one walleye over 25 inches per day. They said the turkeys are quiet in Pennsylvania this morning. Well, that's because the roop is out there. And they know if the roop is out in there, the word gets around really quick, man. They start talking. That root, man. They don't want to go. They don't want to get roosted in peace. So that's why they shut up. See, that's the bad thing about Rupert's Roost in Peace turkey calls. Turkeys fear them. Did you hear that, Andrew? Walleye is going to be opening up on the Iowa Great Lakes, but the other lakes offer will be opening in Iowa Great Lakes. But the I don't know where I was doing with that. Anyway, go walleye fishing. How did I get lost on that? Oh, I know where I was.
Just like a normal Tuesday
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. The protected slot limit on walleyes is 19 to 25 inches, with only one walleye over 25 inches allowed each day. Protected slot limit applies to Spirit Lake, East and West Okoboji Lake, Upper and Lower Gar Lake, and Minnewassita Lake. The daily limit is 3 walleyes with a possession limit of 6. That's where I was. I found my spot. You don't need to know that. All right, Midwest Walleye Challenge. Don't forget to check that out. It's running through June 30th. As soon as I get back from Pennsylvania, I will be doing the Midwest Walleye Challenge, trying to win some swag. So all you got to do is go to your app store on your phone, download the MyCatch app, MyCatch, CATCH, and you can put a $25 contest deal in there, or you can sign up for free. I did the free one. That way you won't win cash prizes, but you got a chance to win in a fishing trip up to Canada, Lac Seul. They're giving away a few of those. They've got over $70,000 in prizes and cash they're giving away. So do this. It's for every state's got their own contest running. Biggest walleye, most water fished. You go fish 4 or 5 lakes in a weekend, you might win, because a lot of people won't do that. So I'm just telling you, even if you get skunked, you can go on there and log that in, and you still might win something. That's my plan. As much as I get skunked by walleyes, I'm hoping to win by just putting in a 0. Yeah, and that's okay with me. I think zeros are good. If the fish give you the fin, you still might win. Hey, that rhymes. If the fish gives you the fin, you still might win. Actually, that would be a great T-shirt. If the fish gives you the fin, you still might win. I got to talk to Sean about that.
Dan, I don't know why you haven't jumped on this side business. You could make greeting cards up the wazoo. You'd be a great greeting card guy.
I would be a good greeter.
Or just a greeter at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, that's probably coming.
Bring that back, bring it back and say, hey, you get Outdoors Dan as a greeter.
Ray's Marine up in Grand Rapids, Minnesota's got big additional rebates going on if you're looking for a new boat. Before you buy, call Eric up at Ray's Marine. They got big rebates going on, and along with Lund and everything else that they carry. I got a free 6-year extended warranty on my motor when I bought my boat. Free. How about that? I've already won a $20 gift card. Get out there and fish, kids. Richard's always winning, man. Richard the winner. Richard the winner Grimes. Richard, I've never entered a contest I didn't have a chance at winning Grimes.
Hot dog.
He is a hot dog. You know what? I'll announce the secret listener and do the fishing reports when I come back the next hour. This hour went really quick. Thanks to Rob for hopping on from Revelton. May 18th is the big bourbon release. People have been waiting 2 years for this. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to be epic. And then George Lynch. We had a great conversation with the man, the myth, the legend, George Lynch. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling.
Oh, Jenny was outside. What was she doing? Oh, I know what she was doing.
Your current heating and cooling systems.
I know what she was doing.
Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue.
Cody Kelly got a bird. Congrats, Cody Kelly. Small town hunting.
That has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month.
Huh?
So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please
That's
call
good.
the folks at Wyckoff
I lost several.
business heating and cooling needs.
Yeah, I've been selling. I've been working my tail off. It takes a lot of work to bring the outdoors to you every week, and I'm willing to do it.
At American Family Life Insurance,
everybody thinks this job's easy.
Your family's financial future is
It's not easy.
an easy way to help make that happen.
But if I can do it, you can do it.
To protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance.
Why my hair's so gray? I'm only 30.
Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at
I believe you. Remember, if you listen to you and the app, everyone can be a winner. Yeah, I know, Richard. I tell them all the time to download the app. I'm giving stuff away all the time. We got that fishing trip contest starting here pretty quick.
Project Partners Design specialize on refinishing cabinets, mantles, bathroom vanities, or even power washing and staining the deck out back. Nothing but the best materials on all jobs. For example, on deck projects, they use Rymar Extreme Weather Deck Stain that last a long time in our Iowa.
Oh, Todd Rupert, everybody. Man among men.
Todd Rupert is like the best.
Rupert is the Eastern Sasquatch of turkey callers.
I really don't know how to take that.
You know he's there. You don't always see him, but every once in a while you hear something you just can't identify.
He sees you.
He always sees you.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
Mr. Rupert.
Even while hunting with you, listen to you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, buddy. You know, that's the best compliment I could ever get when people hunt and fish and they still listen to the show. Thank you for that.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Hop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South 8th.
Yeah, I got to get a hold of Arlie. We're going to be giving away some popcorn tins for Father's Day.
We need more popcorn.
Yeah, we need to get some Lotta Pop on her.
It's to the point where I can't do the popcorn in the bag anymore.
No,
it just doesn't.
If it's not Lotta Pop, it's not popcorn.
It's not at all.
Grown in Iowa. Lotta Pop in Ankeny. Go Brandmeyer Popcorn Company. Go check it out.
Yeah, I've got to get there.
I feel sorry for those people at the farmers market this morning.
Was that the first day?
I think this was the first weekend.
Yeah. Well, I caught the very tail end of it as it was going away.
Yeah.
It was coming through.
Oh, it was pouring.
It shook our house.
Yeah.
I woke up at 4 o'clock and it was just rolling over us. And I looked out and I go, I can't drive in that.
Why are we late? We're late.
Well, we're so packed up with spots that I can't move them anywhere else.
Turkey fans make great decoy options for your next hunt,
so
and Fan Lock can help you debug and dry that fan in just 5 short
It is good popcorn, Pete.
Catch the fan from your bird, hang it spread out, minimize
I got my pure whitetail coffee. Oh, look at this. I'm going to start giving these away here in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Dan.
Andrew's not getting one.
Oh.
If you, we're going to tie this in with the fishing promotion. So I got a few, like 5 or 6 of these. So you're going to want to download the Outdoor Call Radio app and listen. I got people wanting to buy those. I just like I don't like selling stuff to everybody. I'd rather you win.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't want to sell. I don't want to be a store. I'm gonna have to break down and do that one of these days. Sell some swag.
The Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. Hour number 2 is brought to you by Gearhead Archery. Have you tried a Gearhead yet? If you haven't, go to your nearest archery shop like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona. He's got what's that boy's name? Mark Wagner. He's got bows out there that you can try. They got a really beautiful Disruptor 24 in outdoor green. If it was a 60-pound bow, I would have bought it the other day. I mean that is just a beautiful bow. But go check them out. I love my Gearheads. Listen, I've shot some great bows over the years. I've been hunting 34 years. And I was with Matthews for 18. Great company, great bow company, great bow. I was with Elite for 6-7 years. Great bow. Gearhead is just as good or better as anything that I've shot before. They're all made well these days. I mean, there's no getting around it. Everything's engineered well. But the thing I love about a Gearhead bow, when I call and I want to talk to somebody at Gearhead about if I have a question, I talk to Skip Peterson. I get to talk to the owner. That's right. Made in Wisconsin, out of Madison, Wisconsin, right below the Dells there. And Skip has got some of the highest customer satisfaction ratings out there for archery companies. If you are looking for a good hunting partner that's going to be dependable, it's not going to break the bank, but it's not your dad's. It doesn't look like your dad's compound bow. This is some brand new technology, and I don't care if my bow looks like every other bow out there. I don't want to look like every other bow. I mean, think about this. I was thinking about this the other night. You get your bow, what's the first thing you do? You start throwing on accessories, you start putting on colored strings. Why do you do that? You want to personalize your bow. You want it to look different than other bows. I'm just telling you right now, the engineering behind these gearheads is a different concept than a standard aluminum riser bow or carbon riser bow. Skip's carbon and aluminum risers are just as strong. They're actually more functional than any other bow company out there. If you're not checking out a gearhead, you're missing out. Go check them out. I'm going to do this until we sell one bow at a time. I'm just telling you, because every time we sell one, that's a person that's hooked on gearhead for the rest of their hunting career. The gearhead folks are just passionate. If you're a saddle hunter, the 20 and the 24-inch or the 18-inch axle-to-axle bows are perfect for you. I've talked to national champions that shoot them. There's a couple of young ladies out of Illinois. They're national archery champions. They're shooting gearheads. Their hunting bows are 20 inches and 24 inches in axle. They're out there shooting moose and elk and everything else out there with them. And that tells you something. You're going out, if you're going to take that time to go invest in a big hunt like that, you want a bow that's dependable and accurate. They're shooting a gearhead. Go check them out at Mark's. I've got some special contests coming up this fall. You might be able to win a $4,000 whitetail hunt to Kansas if you're shooting a gearhead. I'll tell you more about that when we get out closer to the fall. But this year's gearhead, man. We're gearing it up at Gearhead. Go check it out, gearheadarchery.com. All right. I'm shooting the B30 and the Pivot 30, Steve. Can you bring one or two to PA? Bring one or two what, Roop? He says stuff and then he doesn't elaborate. Can I bring one or two? You want me to bring like a 1 and a 2 and a 1? I mean, what is that, Lawrence Welk stuff?
Yeah.
Today we like the lovely bubbles going on today's show. Stella is playing the organ for you today. You remember that? I used to have to watch that with my grandma. That was not a lot of fun. Can I bring one or two? What, Rupert, man. Chris DePerna. Stories I could tell you about Chris DePerna.
Are we just randomly making shout-outs here?
Well, no, I'm just seeing who's on the feeds and stuff. Chris DePerna is one of the guys in our fantasy football league. Mugs. Well, $29.95 for you, Todd.
No, for Todd, I think you should pay him.
I pay Todd. I pay Todd all the time. I already got him a Weeby knife. For everybody that missed last hour, Weeby Knives is now the official knife of the Outdoor Call Radio Network and shows. Thank you, Tread Mark at Weeby Knives. I'll be giving away some Weeby Knives this year. I got him a really nice Weeby knife. I got Todd Rupert. Yeah, I guess I'll have to bring him at least one mug. I'll bring you one. I only got a few for a promotion, Rupe. You know, Grizzly, I mean, I can't call Grizzly, I'm not Todd Rupert. I can't call Grizzly Coolers and demand that they send me stuff. If I was Todd Rupert, I could get away with that stuff.
Well, yeah.
Well, people fear good. Todd Rupert.
Yeah,
he's like a turkey ninja.
Sure is.
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear him walking through the brush or on the ridge. He slides in, slides out. He's got that caramel beardaflage going on.
Beardaflage. I love it when we make up words.
What? Caramel beardaflage. What's I'm not making that up.
There you go.
All right. Hey, winner of the week, the secret listener. If you don't know what this is, all right. So I own my own radio station now. It's called the Outdoor Call Radio Network. So basically, if you look on my phone right here, if you're watching on Facebook Live, see my app. I'm going to turn my app on. There's my app. If you go on your Apple or your Android and download the Outdoor Call Radio app, or is it a fox squirrel? Let's see how crystal clear that is.
Those two towns. So one of the big differences is
crystal clear. I got 14 or 15 of my friends that do radio shows on there Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays is mostly my stuff. But if you want to get some great tips, get some good education and entertainment, download the app. And if you listen and send me a screenshot of a show you're listening to Monday through Friday, I promise you before the year's over, you're going to win something. Because I only get like 35, 40 emails a week. So your odds and you can only win every 30 days. So your odds of winning something are pretty good. You might even win an all expense paid trip with Todd Rupert to a garage sale or something.
I think a lot of people would pay for that.
I'd go to a garage sale with
I
Rupert.
sure would too.
Yeah, Rupert's always finding stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He knows what you're looking for before you do.
I still, I told, what I told him the other day? I said, hey, why don't, for 2025, why don't we do You Name the Call contest, where whoever wins gets to name the call for the year. I don't want to do that. Why not? That would be exciting. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. It's $1 million idea right there. Nope, we're not going to do that.
He knows something.
I think the Hootie Hoo would be a big seller.
You're still peddling that.
The Hootie Hoo. When you're looking for a turkey in the morning and you don't know what to do, take out your Rupert's Roost in Peace Hootie Hoo. Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo! Nothing locates a bird like the Rupert's Roost in Peace Hootie Hoo.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, he didn't.
Well,
he goes. Okay. I told him I was going to get shirts made. I still got people asking me for those shirts. What did Philip call the kooky coo? The cuckoo coo?
No,
the kooky coo.
Yeah.
The kooky goes. Dan, Philip. I had Philip Vanderpool on here the other day. I don't know what your turkey calls are, Dan, that you do, but they sound like you're out there doing a kooky coo call. He's making fun of the way I call. I said the kooky coo. Boy, that's a name. That'd be a great shirt. I always use the kooky coo. And Todd goes, "You're fired." You get those shirts made, you're absolutely fired. I've never really been threatened by a sponsor before.
Well, Todd is a league of his own. He's all the way up there.
Oh, he's in a league of his own, that's for sure.
Nothing can stop him. He's all the way up.
I'm just telling you. I'm coming that way a bit. Well, there you go, Chris. Hey, come on out. Come out to. Well, I'll be in PA and on the what 18th, 19th. I got to leave on the 18th or 19th, I think, and then I get out there and we start hunting. But we're doing a big deal at Creek Archery in Pennsylvania on the 26th. So hopefully I'll have my bird by then. I don't know. Fishing Report is brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse, the Bait Caddy, and Trica Fishing. Speaking of Trica Fishing, I'm giving away a Trica walleye rod at the iCubs deal next Friday. $300 rod, folks. Woo! Lifetime warranty. Nothing says loving like a Trica fishing rod.
That's true, and if you had a whole thing of deer chili, you would just be off the charts.
Yeah, speaking of that, I got to get another elk, because Jenny says we're almost out of elk. So that's not good.
I'm definitely out of elk.
Yeah, well, you go get you an elk. Go hunt them.
That's what I got you for, Dan.
Your turkey hunt is going to poo-poo. It's time for you to use the hootie hoo. That's good, Brand. I like that.
We got to say that there. Say it in the mic.
I did say it in the mic.
No, you said it into your arm.
You said your turkey hunt is. I can't see it from there. Your turkey hunt is going like poo poo. Get out the hootie hoo. That's from Brant. See, the hootie hoo would be an owl locator, an owl call. Woo, 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 hootie hoo.
No, goes. Oh wait, that's Dan.
Hootie hoo.
I gotta get out of here.
What was I doing? Fishing reports. Oh, the secret listener. So the secret listener, if you download the app, send me a screenshot Monday through Friday. My email is right there. It's super easy to get. You open up the app, and it says when you open up the app, see where it says message the station. See where right there where it says that. If you press that,
like. And 9 times out of 10,
email pops right up. My email is right there. Look at that. How about that? Could not be easier. If you send me a screenshot Monday through Friday, I'll put you in the contest. This guy did. The secret listener contest winner this week for May 4th is Colin Johnson of Sac City, Iowa. Way to go, Colin. Colin is going to get a Weeby knife. And, next week winner gets a Grizzly Outdoor Call Cup. Next week's winner gets a outdoor call. There's only 13 of these in existence.
That's insane.
It is insane. I should sell those. I'd probably make money. Congratulations, Colin. So, Colin's good. So there you go, folks. See, and I think that was only the first or second email I ever got from Colin. So he won.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a random draw. Your chances of winning are good.
And Dan is nothing but random.
So very random
draw. You got it.
All right, Norlander Socks has some Mother Day specials going on. Go to norlandersocks.com, 20% off right now. Go check that out. Real quickly, before I do the fishing reports, the big outdoor, you know what, let me do the fishing reports first. Black Hawk Lake is in the 50s. Black crappie bite is fair. Try in and around the fish house in Town Bay and along Ice House Point shoreline. Don't let me forget to talk about the outdoor day. Fish are up to 10 to 11 inches. Gills are fair. Walleye are fair. Brushy Creek water temperatures in the mid-50s. Crappie bite is fair. Walleys are fair. Twister tails, crankbaits, or live bait are doing good for walleyes. Bass are fair. Perch are slow. Storm Lake water clarity is about 12 inches. The black crappie bite is fair. Walleye are fair. Bass are fair. Yellow bass are fair. Yellow perch are slow. Lake McBride, any size motor may be used up to 5 miles per hour. All docks are in. Fish cleaning stations are operational. Water temperature is about 60 degrees. Gills are fair. Bass are fair. Muskies are fair. Spotted bass are fair. Walleye are slow. Wipers are slow. Rathbun Reservoir, the current lake level is at 904. Recreational pool is the same. Surface water temperature is 57 degrees. Docks are in at Island View and Bridge View. Rathbun does have zebra mussels, so be careful with that. Black crappie bite is slow. Walleye are slow. Red Hawk Lake, gills are slow. Bass are slow. Big Creek Lake, crappie bite's really good right now. Live minnows or panfish. Plastics under a float. Best bite right now. Walleye is good, and casting jigs with live minnows, plastics, or trolling live baits in 10 to 12, 20 feet of water during the day is producing some fish. Red Rock, the crappie bite is good. Crappies have moved shallow. Use live minnows or plastics near any of the rock riprap or wood in 2 to 6 feet of water. Rock Creek Lake water crappie bite is good. Little River watershed, the black crappie bite is fair. Small jigs or twister tails near the shorelines. 3 Mile, lake is 8 foot. Boy, that's not good. Below normal pool. Walleye bite is slow. Twister tails and crankbaits along the dam to catch and sort all sizes of walleyes. 12 Mile, docks are in. Crappie bite is fair. Largemouth bass is fair. They're catching bass up to 19 inches on jigs and finesse plastics along the shoreline. There you go. How about that? All right, let me take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to tell you about the outdoor day at the iCubs. We got open lines if you want to call in. 244-1350, 244-1350, and we'll give away that Grizzly gear bag when we come back. We'll be right back.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're out of bear.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're out of bear.
Or tailgating, if you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh wherever your adventure takes you. Arctic Ice Packs are a rugged ice substitute that maintains low temperature longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic Ice Packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra Packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chill and Brew Packs. They'll keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess.
We'll start qualifying listeners for the fishing contest up to Minnesota. I think June 5th is the first day you can enter. June 5th. That's a Monday, I think.
Fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be
Is it the 5th or the 3rd? Hang on, I'll tell you.
Gear that will help us
June 3rd. We'll start taking qualifiers June 3rd. Download the app and listen. That's the only way. You're going to get a 3-day cabin stay at the Pines Resort on Lake Winnebagosh. You get a Trika fishing rod. You get a bait caddy and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's a heck of a trip.
Will give you up to 26% longer cast.
Ripping lips, baby.
In the strike zone longer. Trika knows you work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and make you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet.
Oh, did you email that stuff to Andrew? He said he couldn't get it to work. You got the winter stuff still?
Tracker rods can be returned for any reason 1 year after purchase.
Yeah, you need to call him about that. Because he said he emailed it to me and I never got it.
Go check out Trica Rods at Trica.com. That's TRIKA.com. Hi, this is
Well, Richard, you could think that, but you're already behind because you're supposed to take me fishing twice now and you didn't do it. So I don't know if you're eligible to win, Richard. Richard.
If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress.
He said he emailed me because they had to reset my password or something, but I never got anything from him.
Helping you to get through the layers of stress that can be harmful to your health, relationships, and your work.
How did you emailed him the winners on my phone or your phone?
We work with you so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with.
You need to check your phone because he probably sent it to you because I never got anything from him. Well, we need to make sure those people get their tickets. I'm not going to give any more away until we get that figured out. I don't want people mad at me.
5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com. We are here to help you when you need us.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed.
Do you do any steelhead fishing? Chris, I've never been steelhead fishing. I'd love to do it once. I heard it's a blast. Now it's my fault, laughing out loud. Your leg and those turkey are the holdup. Laughing out loud. Not to mention I've been working so much. Well, don't blame me for that, Richard.
Check out our website for a complete inventory at speedsgolfcars.com.
I don't think I was blaming you for my leg. Was I blaming Richard for my leg? I don't think I did that, did I? I don't think I did.
In the coming weeks, you may or may not.
Oh, one thing, it's killing me.
Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick.
Getting old is not for the faint of heart. I can just tell you that.
The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication.
Gotta come to PA in the fall. They fight like a tank. Chris, I bet they do, buddy.
Complications. Don't take that chance. Get Illimited clothing from Game High.
I'm just kidding. Richard, I know you're kidding. Richard, if I was that mad at you, I would get a hold of Anita Joe and have her hit you for me. I'd give her a free Bigfoot shirt or something.
The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Illimited can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other insects. It is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
Heading on your next adventure, looking for some snacks to take? Why not pack a snack that tastes great, gives you protein, and is easy to pack? Have you heard of Soldier Boy beef jerky? Soldier Boy jerky is slow smoked in small batches to ensure generous, tender morsels that taste outstanding. Soldier Boy beef jerky offers the following flavors: sweet heat, original, maple, or pepper flavors that will satisfy you all day in the field. Soldier Boy beef jerky is veteran-owned and proud supporters of the Canines for Warrior Foundation. They also donate to troops that are deployed serving our country. So next time you're looking for snacks from home or on your next outdoor adventure, please remember to reach for some Soldier Boy beef jerky, available at Sportsman's Warehouse. Soldier Boy beef jerky, outstanding taste that keeps you satisfied in the field. For more information, please check us out online at www.sbjerky.com.
All right.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Richard says she would be happy to help you out. I would do it for you, Anita Joe. So thanks, Anita Joe. That's what I like, man. That's a great partnership right there. When the guy's wife said she would brain him for you. That's awesome. That's a listener.
Yeah,
that's a listener.
That's great.
I put Anita Joe up for Listener of the Year already.
Oh yeah.
I do. I think that's awesome. So, Andrew, what are you doing? Talk to everybody for a couple of minutes here.
Okay. All right. Well, since I get to talk, man, I want to say once again that this fantasy football champion would like to remind everybody of all the times that Dan has not taken the dub in terms of title. You know, it's always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But you know what? Your day might come. It might not. if you had Todd Rupert on your side, then you'd probably win. You should always. Now, Dan should always go and get some advice about not trading 17,000 times.
That's the only way I made the playoff, folks. I had a lot of injuries, but you know, you keep it up because you might want to relish your win because it ain't happening again.
Oh yes, it did. You said it wasn't happening in the first place.
You got so lucky.
That was not.
And
lucky.
you got smoked last year.
Last year I had him.
Yeah. You ran your mouth off. How you were the I am the champion.
I was.
My friend.
I'm
gonna repeat.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna repeat. It's gonna be awesome. Blah blah blah. And
it was all true.
And he finished. I think he finished second to last.
It was not second to last. I was right in the. You don't even get that right. Come on.
Do I?
You didn't get that right.
You finished second to last.
I did not finish second to last.
What place did you finish?
It was right in the middle of the pack.
It was what?
It was in the middle of the pack, but it's not number one.
You were not even in the close to the middle of the pack.
Yes, I was.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You really want to do that to yourself.
All right, so it wasn't the number one or number two, but it was in the area.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm still a title winner.
Well, no, you did win in 2022.
Yeah. I took the dub.
Yeah. 2023, you got smoked.
I did not get smoked.
You got smoked.
Way overplaying that.
Yeah. And you would have got smoked worse if it wasn't for a couple other things, but that's all right.
No, I played it off as best I could. Got some unfortunate quarterback injuries.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Where's the beef jerky?
I want to bring that
up. Jenny, I've got the beef jerky hid, so I can't tell you. That is classified.
Try downstairs. Use Raven.
I know why she's doing that. What else is going? What else are you doing today?
Well, today got t-ball practice and pictures. So having a whole lot of fun with that. We'll see we'll see this year it's been a whole lot better. We've been excited to go to t-ball. We've been excited to do things at t-ball. But t-ball is one of those where you go, as a parent, you have to sit back and just laugh at it. That's where you get to sit back and laugh a little bit at the game instead of get too worked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way a couple years ago, and
see, I think we need to do. I want to do a dynasty football league.
Okay.
I think we should try to maybe open it up to the listeners, and do like a listener league again.
Yeah.
And do a dynasty that way. You know, when we did the listener leagues, did we have a lot of people drop out every year? Did we have to go get new people all the time, or I can't remember because it's been a few years since we.
Lot to manage. It's just a lot to manage.
Well, let me get through turkey season. We'll figure it out. But because I've had other people like Dave Jones, our taxidermist, wants to play in one of our leagues.
I'd love to go up against him. Yeah, I'd love for him to be in.
Well, that he would smoke you.
He would not.
Oh, Dave's good.
I believe so.
Dave is good. Folks, let's see. Andrew finished. And Waters, Bandits, Ironheads, like team first place.
As long as we get
Andrew is picking second, so that means the only person that finished worse than him was Nathan.
Oh yeah, Nathan.
So he did finish towards the last of the teams. So see, he fibbed.
I did not fib. I thought I was right in there.
It was Nathan. Nathan was last. You were second to last. Ryan Waters was third, or last. Fourth. Where's fourth at?
Caperna?
Now why is that? 1, 2, 3. I got this all messed up.
Should we call Joe here at some point?
Joe's not going to be on today. Today's fantasy football is brought to you by the fine folks at Joe Smelter at Carl Chevrolet.
Gotta get the voice now.
Okay. Dogs is picking right before. I'm gonna have to redo that because Ricky's picking 7th. I'm picking 8th. Ryan Huser's picking 9th. Jake from state. The other Jake won the league, so he's picking last. So I think he's picking 6. That would be Jeff, Dirty Dogs.
Oh man!
And then I think
he had a good season.
Huh?
He had a good season.
So who's picking 4th? Maybe Chris. I think maybe Chris.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look at the ratings because I think this is mixed up here. I don't know. I got to keep all this stuff straight. It's a lot to keep. It's a lot to keep. Well, I know you finished second to last.
No,
he did. Second to last. Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, still got that title.
Who didn't make the playoffs in 2023? I'll give you a hint. It's Andrew. Andrew, he didn't make the playoffs because he stinks. He stinks.
One of the first years I don't make it, and then you just rail on me for that.
I'm not railing on you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not railing on you. Today's fantasy football report, battering of Andrew, is brought to you by the fine folks at Carl Chevrolet off of Ora Labor Road. Smoking Joe Smelter. If you need a truck or just a new truck newer to you, go see Joe Smelter. He'll save you tons of money.
Tons.
Yeah, I told him I did Yoda for the whole commercial and I about blew my vocal cords out. And he goes, "Well, that's good." I said, "No, it's not." Joe, a lot of rebates going on. They got special deals. They got some clearance stuff going on. Go see Joe. He'll save you tons of money. I promise. Yeah, and you could ask him who finished second to last in the Outdoor Call Radio Fantasy Football League, and he'll say Andrew Brown, of course.
He will not.
He'll say Andrew.
Who's the only one? So who's one of the only 2 who hasn't won a title yet in the league, and that'd be Dan.
Well, there's a lot of people that haven't won a title. Chris DePerna hasn't won. Nathan hasn't won. Jeff hasn't. Well, Jeff did win. Ryan Huser hasn't won. Mike Zeeble hasn't won.
I thought Huser won one of the first years we set it up.
No, I haven't won. So there's 5 people that haven't won.
Oh, so
Ricky's won. Jeff has won. You won. Jake from Pennsylvania's won. There's 4. So there's 6 people that haven't won and 4 people that have.
Well, I am one of those.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah. Call it what you want.
Yeah.
Call it what you want.
He
looks different.
He done went Clint Eastwood. Feel lucky, punk? Yeah, that was it. That was him. But not anymore.
No.
I should have, as the commissioner. See, here's another thing. See, this is what I got to put up with that you folks don't understand. when I'm the commissioner in this stuff, I have to go in there and I put deadlines for keepers. You got, guess who one of the 4 people that didn't put their keeper in? I'll give you a hint. Andrew. And I should have put their kicker. Moving forward, May 4th, 2024, you are all my witnesses on the radio right now. Moving forward, if they don't put their kicker in by the deadline and I got to go in there and put a keeper on their team, they're getting their kicker. That's the rule. I made the rule.
If I have a great kicker, man, that could actually be worth something.
Yeah, maybe then I don't have to hold their hands. Like, they're grown-ass men. I shouldn't have to hold their hand. I got other things to worry about.
Like not winning championships.
Like smoking Joe Smelter, making sure Joe's taken care of.
No, Joe takes care of you.
Yeah, well, Joe does always take care of me. All right, I'll be right back. When we come back, we're giving that Grizzly bag away. If you haven't won it in the last 30 days, get ready to dial. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as
what did he say about
we have recently expanded our store to better
what did he say about
We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms. And we can even special order items for those who like to add.
Who'd you call on station today?
JLM also has a full-time gunsmith.
What did Joe say about the The phones.
So I wasn't really aware about that. Well, it happened a little last week.
At JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us.
So he's going to look into it?
31 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale.
But
Or call us at 515-331-1577.
I would call or email Lee.
331-1577.
2 weeks now.
It's been a couple weeks where this
Turkey
hasn't
season
really
is a
worked.
passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across this nation. When it's time to start cutting yellow.
Hey, good morning, Roger, up in New York. Good luck crappie fishing, buddy.
Have a call to run that you have confidence in. You bet you do, and that's why
Because
you
no
need
one
to check out Rupert's
has
Rooster
any
Teeth
guess.
turkey calls. Todd Rupert is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania.
Who has no
He's so
guess?
passionate
There's no
about
other show
chasing
that had
toms.
guests on.
He started building
They don't do any
handcrafted
shows
calls
on this
in
station other than us
2016,
live
so
anymore.
He knew he could make the right call when it mattered.
So
Rupert's Rooster Peace turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from walnut
Going
to
out on the
hickory.
stream.
Todd uses the best crystal, glass, slate, and aluminum. on
Did I
all
talk
of his
about the
spot
outdoor
calls
day?
that will
I
allow
haven't
you to
yet.
make the most subtle
You haven't,
bursts to the surface
you've
cuts
mentioned it
and
several
exciting
times,
yelps that will get
listed
any
it.
boss tom fired up.
The
Rupert's
outdoor
Rooster Peace turkey
day.
calls offers handmade friction, box, and mouth calls that will allow from the beginner to the most seasoned
No, we're
turkey
the only one
caller
that does as
to
many
make the
guesses
right call
on
when
the
it
station
counts. So
anymore.
this upcoming turkey
They used to
season,
have
try a Rupert's Rooster Peace turkey call and let
another
that
guy that
tom
would kind of remote
roost
in.
in peace.
I don't think he's
Hey students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college?
Talk about nice. Look at this. I'm going to give a couple of these away too. Sick for the Hunt TV show hat, courtesy of Josh and Grant. That's a beautiful hat. And then a pure whitetail. Look at that. Woo, pure whitetail, Ohio. I'm giving these away today too. How about that? That's a nice hat.
That's a nice hat.
So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion? Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information,
It should be out of here by now. It should be gone.
Should be.
Are you getting ready for hunting season? Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close. One thing after you've harvested that deer or wild game, where are you going to take it? Well, I have an answer.
Last year I did Grumpy Old Men cuts from the movie. If you heard that, you had to email me what the quote was. So I'm going to have to come up with something different this year for you to win. Every week had a different one. So Monday through Friday. Trying to think of another fishing movie. Grumpy Old Men's about the funniest one. I could do Jaws. I could do cuts from Jaws. Maybe we'll do Jaws. You're going to need a bigger boat.
So if you get lucky this year and need a good locker, try the Milo Locker. Check them out today or just give them a call at 641-942-6231.
That's how big the walleye up there when you're jigging.
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable?
I'm thinking of going to Rathbun, but it's 3 foot over normal pool. We had too much rain this week. Kenny, we did have a lot of rain this week, buddy. Those are fun. I love Grumpy Old Men stuff. I know, Richard, but we did that last year. I don't want to do the same stuff. I enjoyed it. It was fun doing the cuts, but eat my shorts. There was a couple I couldn't do because they had bad language in them, but
well, you can spin those.
Well, no, I wanted their voices doing it. Eat my shorts.
For more information, just go to NorlanderSocks.com and give your feet a treat.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Herman's Fine Jewelers. That's right. You don't have to ride a cowboy. You can just go to Herman's Fine Jewelers and go see Frank and all the gang. I almost said Donnie there. I'm still not used to Donnie being gone. I tell you, folks, it's going to take me a while to get over that one. I love Donnie Herman, man. He was just a great guy, and I'm going to miss him. I mean, that's when you have a partner that long. in business, and you know, they were always so glad to see you and just excited about what you were doing, and loved our listeners. Every time you all came down to the store and went in there and said hi, and you listened to the Outdoor Call or Outdoors Dan, that just made his day. And I'm really gonna miss that. I know Frank and Donnie. I gotta learn. Is it Donnie? Danny? His daughter and Dustin and everybody there. They're still doing a great job. Go give Frank a hug or tell him hi, and you know they got great deals going on. And just go tell them hi. If you need in-store jewelry repair, go to Herman's. If you need something custom made, go to Herman's. If you're looking for something that's diamond related, go to Herman's. They got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. They're some of the nicest people in the world. If you got stuff at home that you just don't wear or use anymore, go to Herman's. You're going to get more for your money. They've got the best prices in town, and it's just going to be a little sadder going down there because Donnie's not there anymore. But I know he's looking down on us and taking good care of us. So great outdoors movie. Thank you. It is Chris. Do some Dumb and Dumber. I'm not doing Dumb and Dumber. I already got Andrew. I don't just really. That's
Really, you had to go there. Seriously.
Friday night, Andrew and I will be at the iCubs. That's right. It's the Outdoors Day 2024. Gates open at 6. Game starts at 7:08. First 1,000 fans going through the turnstiles is going to get a 500 red, 500 blue safety bags, dry bags, and they're going to be handed out by the conservation folks. Tickets are $11 each. $4 of that goes to the Iowa Hunter Education Instructor Association stuff. I've got a 75-quart Grizzly cooler, and someone's going to win that night. I've got a Trica fishing rod, $300 Trica fishing rod, and I've got an Outdoors Dan prize pack. So we got a bunch of stuff for you to come by the table and say hi. I'm going to tell you all about the Outdoor Call Radio app. I got stickers and a whole bunch of other stuff for you to check out. Good morning, Jeff. May the 4th be with you too, Jeff. I appreciate that. Let's see. Anita, Joe, and I will see you there. Thank you, Richard. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me, Richard. Did you hear that? He says, Anita, Joe, and I will see you there.
Threaten you with a good time.
He threatened me with a good time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just come out and see us. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a chance to meet a lot of outdoor folks. Andrew's going to be manning the hot dog gun, throwing out the first pitch, and all that other fun stuff. So go check that out. Hey, there is a big event coming up. Take the first. We're going to give that Grizzly bag away. And I got some pure whitetail hats and Sick for the Hunt hats. So if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, you can call Andy right now, 244-1350, 244-1350, and we'll get you on here and we'll try to make it easy. I want to tell you about a special event coming out in August. It's called Target Trafficking. And I met Roger and these guys at the Iowa Deer Classic. And what they do, they're doing a 3D shoot up in Story City, right by... well, it's a little bit north of Ames. It's called Wings of Refuge, is a charity that they do. What they do, they raise money to help prevent kids from getting sex trafficking and sexually exploited. And this is just a really, really cool. Wings of Refuge is a Christ-centered ministry in Ames, Iowa that provides a long-term restorative safe home to survivors of sex trafficking and sexual exploitation. They're going to have on-site raffles, online auctions. They're going to have a long shot, mid shot. They're going to give away a new bow. They've got 6 participant categories. I can't talk this morning. For compound and traditional archers, and they're going to award high score prizes. They got gift cards in each categories to give away. There's an on-site raffle, online auction. For people that have never shot archery but would like to, bring them along too. They can shoot our practice range, receive instructions from Heart Shot Ministries. There's going to be amazing food available from breakfast through dinner for a free will donation. If you want more information about this, just go to targettrafficking.net, targettrafficking.net, and they're going to 100% of the money donated goes to Wings. Your donations and participation will help in the exploitation of one more child or girl. Hope to see you there August 10th or 11th. I'll be telling you more about this as we get closer. I just thought I would get on here and tell you a little bit about that today. So, good stuff. Got me some callers?
Yeah, we're going to start off with Dustin here for you.
Now, let's see what Dustin's up to. Good morning, Dustin.
How's it going?
It's going, buddy. You want to try for a hat or that gear bag?
Go for the gear bag.
All right. I'm going to give you a. You want to make it easy or hard? Hunting or fishing?
I'll go hunting.
You want to go hunting? Okay. When is turkey season over?
Ooh,
I just said it like 5 minutes ago.
I know. That's what really makes me mad. I was listening to you as I was driving into work.
Oh.
Give him a hint.
I'll give you a hint. It's in May.
I'll go with May 12th.
That's a great guess. Ding, ding, ding. You won. All right, man. Did you get his phone number?
Yeah, we'll call him.
All right, we'll call you back after the show, Dustin.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for listening. All right, let me see who's next. Who we got next up here?
We got Tony.
Tony?
Yep.
Tony, what's up? Tony's gone.
Oh.
Aw. Okay.
Oh, man, that's a bummer.
Well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Tony called in and he gone. Well, he could have got a hat. Yeah, that's all right. We'll give those away at the iCubs thing on Friday. How about that, Andrew?
There you go. I like that. That's good with me.
8:45 and some change. Let me hit a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Weeby Knives is quickly becoming the go-to knives in the industry. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan, and I'd like to tell you about one of the most functional set of outdoor knives I've come across in a while. That's Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping an edge on a knife? Check out WeebyKnives.com.
Well, we did get a winner with that, but we haven't given away another.
We got a couple hats.
We got a couple hats to give away, and we haven't given those questions out yet.
From turkey hunting to deer hunting, trapping to camping, Weeby Knives are my go-to. Don't believe me?
Oh, I get you. If you want some hats, you can stick around. As long as we haven't won in the last 90 days, you're golden.
WeebyKnives.com. These knives are so good, you will want to get a few for yourself.
You think alligators are tough? It's like a
yeah, Rick. Yeah, man.
So when you're ready to hit the outdoors, make sure that Weeby Knives.
What's that?
Get yours now at WeebyKnives.com and tell them Outdoors Dan sent you.
Oh, we already got that gear bag. We already gave it away. It was what was the end of turkey season?
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying
yeah,
they are. Chicken strips are amazing.
You would have nailed it right away then.
Tender and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice
well, the
and
weather
juicy,
certainly
and
isn't
it's
helping
wrapped
you
up
get out.
in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal.
They need to do that for the Midwest Walleye Challenge. They need to do that with mushroom testimonials.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place
you know what?
I will
do my best.
Outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success. Sportsman's Warehouse carries nationally known brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water.
Hey, how's it going, Bruce?
Grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare. Kayaks and boat
yeah,
gear
we
are
were,
also
yeah.
on hand to help you find more fish when you go wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse has all the footwear and clothing choices at great prices.
Okay, I don't think so.
Are outdoors in comfort and style.
Andrew's doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
24/7 at sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time you're planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure
that's a nice bag, Dustin won.
Warehouse in Ankeny.
Look at that. It's got liners in it.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year?
That's a neat gear bag.
Looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine.
That thing zips up. Okay, that'd be good for anything there. It'd be good for a boat tote. A boat tote. I'll see if I can get some more of these. I like these.
Imperial RV can finance on site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last.
A boat tote.
Hey everybody, it's
Yeah.
Outdoors Dan. Have you been one of the few that have raised your hands to serve?
Morning, Dave.
First off, thank you for your service. Everyone at MoVet Outdoors has been working hard to continue their mission since it started in 2019. MoVet Outdoors is a group of veterans that want to support vets after service by taking them on outdoor activities, providing camaraderie for vets with
I'll have to bring that up to
in
him.
a supportive environment. At MoVet Outdoors, you can go on hunting and fishing trips, survival school, golfing trips, even take part at their new archery.
Bruce, I definitely bring that up. I'm going to have to give you credit for it. So.
For vets to take part in. MoVet Outdoors is building a new lodge in Lincoln County, Missouri, and has plans for another in the future to support vets and their community. So, if you're a veteran or active duty and would like to join a great group of fellow veterans, look up MoVet Outdoors on Facebook and send them a message. MoVet Outdoors has been working hard with vets every week.
I'm all caught up. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I can't.
Go check them out.
Perfect.
Be glad you did.
If you're
Perfect.
into cooking wild
Well, I will
game or
take a
grilling,
look.
You probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack sticks, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy-to-use kits that are used at home, including 3 new low-sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes
I will definitely bring it up. Thanks again, Bruce.
Meats taste even better with their specialty spices.
Can you go back and see if something's played or not? Make sure. Did Imperial RV play?
Has also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing in kitchens and grills all across the country.
Try and go back. They don't have them labeled very well.
At Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the USA. Good May 4th to you. And we're almost done with the show. Can you believe it? Congratulations to Dustin on the gear bag. Did anybody call for a hat?
Not yet.
Nobody called? And what was Bruce one?
Oh, Bruce had an interesting idea for fantasy.
Yeah.
It's called the Eliminator Challenge. And so if you want, it's a way that you can get more people all in one. It's not as much of a hassle when it comes to managing. And you can get eliminated, and it's more like a one and done setup. It's something that definitely wouldn't want to look into. But Bruce, that's a credit to him, is he's always
they call that a what is that, eliminator round?
Yeah.
There's something else I can't think of the name of it, but no, they talk about that on fantasy football a lot. So
yeah, something that you can be out really quickly, or you can go the distance.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Oh, it's not too much work.
Oh, trust me, that'd be a lot of work.
It's not too much.
Well, you got to get 10 or 12 teams,
at least,
and then if you lose, you're out.
Yeah,
but then I would have to see if I could set it up that once you're out, you can't go in there and pick up waivers and stuff. Because I already got enough problems with you.
Well, no, it should be set up to when you're out, you're out.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if ESPN software does that.
Well, I think you could change that or edit that.
I can't change what ESPN does. I don't have that power.
No, they have the capability in there.
Yeah. Just because, look what happened with the $6 million man. They had technology, and look what happened. We have the technology. We can rebuild it.
And they did come. They built it.
Speaking of bionic, have you been to a dentist lately that you're just not happy with? Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you go to 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa, that's not going to happen. He is a Jedi dentist. And you know why he's a Jedi dentist? Because he gets voted the best dentist facility, clinic, however you want to say it, every year in Ankeny Advanced Family Dentistry. Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Agee is my dentist. I got to get in there and see him. I'm past due. They will take great care of you, along with Dr. Stewart, Dr. Brandt, Dr. Williams. Everybody at Advanced Family Dentistry is super nice, super knowledgeable, and they care about their patients. You can get excellent care for cleanings, cavities, fillings, root canals, crowns, all general dentistry care. They can even give you the smile you've always wanted, and that's with that Invisalign. They can do all that for you at Advanced Family Dentistry. Give them a holler, 515-964-1490, or anytime at AnkenySmiles.com, and make sure when you leave, start telling them, may the floss be with you. I'm telling you, I've been on him for 2 years about getting mugs for that. I got to get on him about that. That's a great mug. May the floss be with you. I'd use that every day when I brush my teeth.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, how about that? Well, we got through it. I got Weeby knives. All right, so I'm gonna. You know what? With the secret listener contest for next week, if you, I'm gonna give you your choice. You can either have an outdoor call sport bottle or mug from Grizzly, or a Weeby knife. I'm going to give you your choice. How about that?
There you go.
I think that's a nice thing, because everybody needs a Weeby knife, even if it's for fishing. You know, we're getting through the hunting season. We don't get those 6 or 8 inch Weeby fillet knives going, huh? Yeah. So we're going to give a winner their choice next week. Monday through Friday, you can enter once a day. Once a day. That's it. If you email me twice a day, you're out. I throw it out, because we want to keep it fair for everybody. So we sure do. Yeah, Andrew cheats. I don't want anybody else out there doing
it. What evs?
Do what?
What evs?
What evs? What?
You are just jealous.
Of what?
That we're almost done with the show.
I'm not jealous about that. I'm gonna go home and take a nap. My dog got me up at 2:30. My dog got me up at 2:30. He would not let me sleep. He had to go out and wet the yard or leave a big heap. What is wrong with you? What are you doing over there? You're like a little R2-D2. What are you doing?
Well, we got to...
Are you kicking us off?
I'm kicking you off.
Well, we got another minute.
We had to make sure we fill all the spots.
Okay, I got to go. If you need to get a hold of me, go to theoutdoorcallradio.com. We'll be back next week, God willing. Be safe, be good. Bye! Wow, he kicked me off early. Did you see that? All right, gang. Hey, Jonathan. What's up, buddy? Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you on Wednesday. Have a good weekend. May the 4th be with you.